These days, maybe ideas, they say, flows like a river. But then, there are days when the river runs dry. We feel emptiness. And when you add life's other problems, it becomes a silence that feels heavier than noise. For a creator, the journey never stops. We are always moving, always chasing new roads, new cities, new skies, whereby the skies itself tells different tales. But deep inside, there are times the road feels endless, the miles feels heavy, and the stories we are meant to tell seems out of reach. It is in those quiet, restless drives that the weight of the creative block sinks in. That feeling of going somewhere and nowhere all at once. So yes, we've all been there when it comes to creative block. And one thing for sure you should understand is that creative block is like when you hit a rock bottom and then there is nothing in your head, no creativity, nothing. Maybe there is even like a fence for you to move over in order to move to the next phase. But you know, when it comes to creativity, there is usually this overthinking and also the zeal to want to push yourself further to do more. So I'll be sharing some tips on how you can overcome this. Number one is acceptance. Now, this has to do with you accepting that some days are slower, and it doesn't mean you have lost your talent. Sometimes just admitting that, yes, I'm stuck goes a long way, and you don't even need to beat yourself up that much, because at the end of the day, it has to do with you and your creativity, you and your health, you and your peace. So acceptance is the first step for you to understand. And the second one is taking a break. Who doesn't love that break? A lot of people usually go for vacations. Those that are not even creative, they go for vacation. They go there to unwind. Some usually say they even go there to like have this peaceful ambience, like the serenity, like the environment. And one thing for sure you need to understand is that your brain isn't a factory. When you are stuck, leave the work for a while. Call up a friend, take a walk, play a game. A little reset goes a long way in refreshing your creativity. And this is the part whereby you decide to do something different from the usual. For me, I'm a full-time filmmaker, an editor, also a photographer. And to some extent, I keep doing all this work as a freelancer, you understand? So at the end of the day, there's no even time for me to rest. There's no time for me to take that break. And I'm still here creating a video for you because we need we to survive. The third point is getting inspiration. A lot of us do find inspiration in various departments. It doesn't necessarily need to be your field, because sometimes a filmmaker can find ideas in a song. A designer can spark something from nature. So I advise that you open yourself to new experiences, as creativity is borrowed, then transformed. That serves right. Keep going. I urge you all to, never give up, because small steps matters. Sketch one page, write one line, shoot one frame, and even if it feels messy, keep going, because momentum builds motivations and not the other way around. So these are the things you need to consider and make sure that you don't stop creating. And this is where I draw the curtain. One thing you should understand is that creative block isn't permanent. It is just a part of the journey. And every block you break through adds another layer to your growth as a creator. So keep creating and stay safe. Catch you on the next one. This is where I draw the curtain. Creative block isn't permanent. It is just a part of the journey. Every block you break adds another layer to your growth as a creator. So stay safe and keep creating. But deep inside, there are times the road feels endless, the miles feels heavy, and the stories we are meant to tell seems out of reach. It is in those quiet, restless drives which it is in those quiet, restless drives. Beg pardon. I am burned out,
And the
not
weight
because I
of
don't love
creative
creating,
block
but because it
sinks
feels I am solving a puzzle
the feeling
whereby
of
its
going
pieces
somewhere
keeps
and
changing
nowhere
every
all
now
at
and then.
once.
So yes, we've all been there when it comes to creative block.